Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to the darkest dungeon. Let's jump into a run. We have done all 5 of the... We still have 36 candles. We've done all 5 of the trials, the confessions, and now we're going to be working probably back through on confession 3, 4, and 5, because I've not actually played the new confession 3.
Look to those who
I
have
did it
known
on the
fear
old
and
version,
failure
and so
in
this is going to be a
ample
new
portion.
version of Confession 3, so we're going to try to pick a party that we think could handle it. Although, I think I've been overutilizing certain units lately. I didn't realize that I took a Vestal for the 4th and the 5th Confession, and a Flagellant too, I believe. So we might want to try to go like Leper, or, you know, we haven't done a Man-at-Arms lately, and a Man-at-Arms is the, you know, theoretical ideal for doing the 3rd boss. We could take a Man-at-Arms. You know what? We have not had a Highwayman lately. I think we should take a Highwayman. Highway robbery skills have a 50% chance of giving you 2 ripostes. If relics in inventory over 100, minus 15% crit chance. I don't actually have highway robbery on a Highwayman, unfortunately. It has not shown up yet because I have to grind out more of those hero shrines. Yellow Hand Path. Let's go another round then. 15% max HP. Ranged skills minus 75% damage. Melee skills give a bleed resist debuff. Highway robbery steals positive token. Double cross removes shield. Again, because I don't have these skills, I don't really see the point necessarily in upgrading the Highwayman. Mother of Zerg, welcome. How are you doing today? What's going on? Dartherface says, hello, Mother. Hello, Mother, my old friend. Man-at-Arms. Command. Do I have command? I don't know. Vanguard. 20% max health. Riposte and crush do more damage but lower resists. So Vanguard is more for a offensive Man-at-Arms. I have to admit though, it's not Bulwark. The Sergeant Path is freaking incredible. Bolster, removing vulnerability and weakness. The move resistances, ally on turn start getting buffs. Incredible unit, and also very good to go down to the Cove, not the proper name of it, the Sprawl's Burn Place, Tangle is Forest Place, the Docks, whatever that place is called. We can go there and fight Leviathan, and he's very good at fighting Leviathan because he can just guard whoever's been, or whoever might get drowned, and then he can't be drowned ever. Lovely thing. But Riposte and Crush doing more damage also seems like a pretty interesting path. I think maybe we'll just unlock his abilities there.
A little more light.
That was 10 of our candles. At some point, I do have to get to the final level of all of these character upgrades because you get signature in items, which are seemingly pretty good. 80% chance of +6 relationship is pretty good. Rectum, that it surely did. Improved strategy. If guarding, +25% damage, party buff. 10% crit until next in. Like, these are pretty good upgrades. War Paint, 25% damage for the Hellion. My God. You know what? I might want to get the Runaway. I feel like I don't utilize her correctly. We'll try to bring her along, bring a Man-at-Arms, bring a Highwayman, and then who's in our last slot? I'd love a healer. I guess the Runaway could, in theory, be a minor healer, but not a very good one. The Plague Doctor's healing skills are not incredible, but we do have access to... did I unlock it? I don't know if I actually unlocked the 18 mortar upgrade. I guess we could do this. Remove negative quirk. We do have access to that infinitely reusable heal that turns buffs and debuffs into HP, which actually works pretty well with the Man-at-Arms and the Highwayman, because things like Riposte add a lot of tokens, Highwayman with the lunge forward adds a lot of tokens, and those tokens being added to the character will enable them to get healed for quite a lot. Indiscriminate science is what it's called. So I think we could roll that with a plague doctor. We haven't done plague doctors in a while, so why don't we get the signature plague doctor item, and then I'll dump points into,
She will study them.
I don't know,
and work
Hellion.
tirelessly to treat their
There you go.
trauma.
Let's embark. I've kind of already decided who we're going to be using for this mission, but I want to try to use units that I haven't used in a while, because I tend to not use units like the Runaway or the Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms is not my top pick. Flagellan, since we've unlocked his abilities, I understand why he's probably like a meta play.
Study your decline
He's fantastic.
carefully,
We're going to do Obsession.
that you may fully understand its nature.
Harrison, welcome. How are you doing today? Hello.
As the night wore on, circles were drawn carefully in chalk, and salt was laid upon the floor. This was not research, it was ritual, and I could not stifle my repulsion.
It's a little funny to me that we're still getting
The crossroads.
the lore.
Wait
We're
by
getting
the
the story
lantern's
even though
light,
we finished.
and welcome
Like
what
we've
help
defeated the
may
final
come.
boss. Maybe that's not the final boss. Maybe there's going to be a secret 6th final boss, or maybe there's going to be a little bit more to the story. We never know. Maybe you get something special when you actually do, what is it, Royal Flush? There's one of the achievements in the game is defeat every boss with the same party. One of those.
Pride.
Man-at-Arms, Highwayman,
More devastating
Runaway,
than the horrors
Plague
of
Doctor.
100
I like
campaigns.
a back Runaway, even though the unit says front rank, but she only has a couple of skills that can actually hit the back. Firefly can hit the enemy back from the back. Ransack can hit the 3rd position, but it doesn't burn. Although I guess it burns adjacent when comboed. Controlled burn can hit the back. Firestarter can hit an ally, and backdraft is maximum damage. But she doesn't have like a ton of backline targeting. That's why I really like Firefly. Firefly targets the back, starts burning them, and if they're comboed, you can burn 2 of the back lines or something like that. So I like that ability. And from this position, she can still use things like controlled burn. Plague Doctor can just stay in the back, because I'm not going to be using Incision. We're going to be using, well, let's fiddle with this in a second, because we have to do a couple of things. Travelers by Gaslight. I'm wondering, like, if there's another named party, but this is Travelers by Gaslight. Oh, I also forgot about the random party button, but we've already decided on our party today. All right, do some names. Paracelsus. Darthophage wanted the name. Bonnie. You can be with Reserve. Highwayman. Today's not going to be Mud. He's going to be. You know what? Harrison. Barriston can be Placepool. I don't know if they've been the Man-at-Arms before, but they can be the Man-at-Arms now. Dude, this coffee is way too hot today, but I did it to myself. Paths, what do we like? Light skills and bleed skills are worse. Disorienting Blast has stun resist piercing. Ounce of Prevention is stress resist. Emboldening Vapors is more strength. Disorienting Blast is vulnerability. Alchemist is resist piercing. Surgeon. I mean, we're not going to be using a front line Plague Doctor today. I just. I don't like Surgeon, because it basically requires the Plague Doctor to be in exactly position 3 so that she can use not only Incision but also Battlefield Medicine. Technically, Indiscriminate Science can be used from position 2, but Battlefield Medicine can't, and Battlefield Medicine is a better, albeit limited, heal. I think that honestly the best path here is really just Alchemist. It's a fantastic path. tons of resists, and then also tons of resist piercing and crit. Minus 20% max health is not really that big of a deal. The Runaway. Burn piercing. But you also burn yourself. We've upgraded we just upgraded the Runaway to have a little bit of burn resist. So they have a full 50% burn resist, so they'll only burn themselves 12.5% of the time. Healing skills are better, healing over time is better. Lower fire piercing. Combat start, a little bit of dodge. Orphan. If in the back, you do more fire damage. You see, this is an interesting one because more fire damage dealt is more damage, and more fire damage. But burn piercing means you're gonna land it way more frequently. Firestarter is Firestarter skill gives her a crit as well. So you can use Firestarter in an ally and then give herself a crit, which will enable her to have a better chance of actually applying the burn on her next turn. So this is not a bad path, but I like the piercing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Range skills, melee skills, point blank shot is a riposte, rank 1 more damage, rank 3 less damage. I think rogue is just totally fine. There's no negative if you have the highwayman in the front, which we're gonna have. And I think we'll maybe try a vanguard this time. Better health, riposte, and crush skill damage. Lower resists, but we can just heal him up and keep him healed up with the Plague Doctor, hopefully. If he bleeds, we can also use Cauterize, and we can use him as a guard riposte, guard riposte, guard riposte, guard riposte, and then enemies are just gonna be attacking him. Actually, you don't even need to guard. Riposte is a taunt, so we can just riposte, 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 and he's gonna be doing a lot of damage in return. I think that's one way we could do it. So let's do it. Segus Jr., welcome. I saw you playing a little bit of Returnal the other day. I've got to ask you a question, Segus. Have you looked at the multiplayer in Returnal? And if not, or if yes, would you like to maybe check that out with me at some point? Because I know you like the game, and I haven't checked out the multiplayer yet, so I think that could be a little fun adventure between the two of us. Oh my god, we have so much inventory. I love it and hate it at the same time. I gotta do a couple of things first. We have to handle skills. We want Noxious, Blinding, Heal, Plague Grenade. I think that's pretty decent. I can't equip any more. You're the tough one, but I want Firefly, Smokescreen, Cauterize. Firestarter on the Man-at-Arms would be a lot of fun with the ripostes constantly happening. And then controlled burn on like a big boss fight would be good enough, I think. So this should be fine. She can't hit the first position, but she can then just, controlled burn and heal up or whatever. Highwayman, the only thing I'm gonna change is I'm gonna swap away Wicked Slice for the point blank shot. Because if we're at the front, we're basically gonna be point blanking shot in any ways. We got a lot of ripostes in this party, which I like. And then please pool the Man-at-Arms. We want Crush, it does more damage, it also is a heal. We want Defend, we want Bolster, we want Retribution, and I really like Bellow as well. So we don't have as much movement, and in fact, Hold the Line or other immobilization would be nice with the Highwayman, but I think this is totally fine. In fact, we might want to do something like this. We can actually hit the back line more reliably, but we'll start like this instead. Okay, finally. Relics, we have a lot. Gain on miss, Strength. Gain when hit, if low speed, block. You have low speed. You're the only one who can take advantage of this one. Have at it. If he misses on a riposte, he'll get the strength, so that seems pretty good. Apply on crit. If low flame, if target is stunned, do more damage. This is a stunned synergy. Enlightening element. Apply on hit, burn. If speed is high, dodge. Well, I mean, we can have you have even more burn because you have burn piercing, but your speed is not quite high enough to get a dodge. That's a guaranteed dodge token, by the way, if you have 8 speed. Nautical compass, turn end, lots of stats, or 1 stress. Probably equip that here. If target has combo, 10% crit chance bonus. Oh no, I don't want you to be stealthed. Who do I want to be stealthed? Probably you. Apply to attacker when hit. Daze. If any enemy has daze. Daze resist. I mean, you're stun resistant anyways, but you might as well have this. I mean, this gives you debuff resist, I suppose. Combat start if relics over 100, if baubles over 100. Well, we can't really do anything with this right now. Apply on a hit, random things. Probably good for the man-at-arms, he's gonna be hitting a lot. If armor item is equipped, health. If weapon item is equipped, damage. Oh, fire duration. I didn't even like look at these, but this is still like phenomenal. You're never gonna have low speed. If we give you a lot of speed, you apply on hit more fire, you get dodge tokens for free, and your duration is insane. That's lovely. When moving, if speed is low, block. If speed is high, dodge. This would also be very good with the man-at-arms. If he's constantly moving because he's getting shuffled due to the highwayman, he's gonna constantly be getting these block tokens for free. But he can probably get enough block tokens anyways. Each hero on combat start taunt. If stained item is equipped, mass resists. Turn start extra action or 1 damage. Okay. When moving, add a positive token. Gain when moved by ally, a positive token. Gain when moved by an enemy, remove all positive tokens. I feel like this just requires... I mean, these are interesting. This requires immobilization, because then we could... Well, then you won't move. In any case... I think I like what we have already. Gain on miss strength, that's gonna probably work out very well for us, although we could also, you know what, we can also put that here. You're gonna have ripostes, you can have the boots, you're gonna be moved around a lot. You can take the crit resists, I suppose, and everything else we'll just hold off in our inventory. I am thinking, because this guy, the man-at-arms, is so weak to DOT, we could make him be immune to the DOT and then just take 2 damage. That would probably solve the problem of his weakness, but then we'd have to get rid of the relics, but the relics aren't like a 10 out of 10. But we also don't have stained items, so it's a lot of like setup, but it's necessary setup because we had a lot of inventory thanks to the fact that we won the last run and we had a lot of candles, and I spent a lot of candles to unlock things.
Comforts
All
are
right,
exhausted.
so now I can finally respond back to Segus Jr. who said, "What?"
And tribulation.
Segus, all I said was,
See,
I saw you playing Returnal the other day. I hope you're having fun with it. Have you checked out the multiplayer? Would you want to check it out with me at some point? That was the TLDR on that one. So I wanna check this out. Firestarter, Retribution. It doesn't give him block tokens yet, but it will in the future. And then we can Duelist Advance. We moved, so he got a block token for free. We got a strength token because
all heroes are human.
On turn end, we get one of those things. We smack. Eight damage and a fire riposte. And Spaceballs? All right, look, you hit me, you crit me, I kill you. That's what you have to put up with. Okay. No, Sparkle Ball. Apply on hit. So I'm just realizing this can apply more than one thing on hit. That's pretty good. It applied both weakness and vulnerability. That's kinda cool, by the way. More boots, by the way. Nautical Compass gave us another bout of strength. I like it. You've been crit for 7.
Straightforward.
We have a lot of like crits out
And
there.
effective.
Now Retribution has an every other turn effect, but we can put up a defend if we need to. No need to. Arthurphage says, honestly, I prefer Spaceballs. I love
In
having
this
these
weighty
Spaceball
gloom,
items.
A spark. Are you shaken?
Yeah, because we can
There is
we can
so
build a
much
Man-at-Arms to be
worse in
tanky,
store.
or we can give him things that happen on riposte and then just have him constantly be retributioning and getting those ripostes out. But because it's an every other turn ability, I suppose he's not going to be riposting every turn. You know, it's not like Darkest Dungeon 1 where you can spam retribution and guard. Although I suppose they don't give you taunt, but that's fine.
The fire is lit. The table is set. The inn awaits its favorite guests.
Zeus Jr. says, yes, but not this week. That's totally fine. I can't really do it this week anyways. 82 money, 2 mastery, 55 triangles.
Practice.
Let's check out the provisioner. When moving, plus 3% damage for 1 battle, but you have a chance of getting lower speed for 1 battle. That's interesting. So that -1 speed, if I assume that that is a debuff, you could resist it. But having plus damage stack up over a fight, I mean, if we keep moving forwards and backwards with our units, we can stack up that damage bonus. And over a long fight, that could actually matter quite a lot. At the very least, I think if you move once, it'll be at least 1 damage. I think it rounds up, but that's interesting. +1 speed per food gear item equipped. No. It's either the wolf cub or the crocodilian. We'll think about it. Blocked by curmudgeon. Who the hell has curmudgeon? I didn't even look at the quirks. +2 speed. Oh, good. So we're not going to get the value out of the freaking boots anyways. Well, in that case, it's not an armor, it's not a weapon. These don't do anything. And this is like actively bad. This is not bad, I suppose. Well, how did you... Oh, the torch wasn't above 75. That's why we were actually getting the value of the boots. You know what? We'll, you know, I suppose with that pet, maybe we can get his speed low enough that this can actually work on him, but I don't know. We could also just have Bone Mallet. Because if the target is stunned, we do more damage. But targets are never going to be stunned. I don't really like using stuns in Darkest Dungeon 2. We could equip him the crown. I don't know. Let me, You have a weapon. I could give you more damage. That doesn't seem particularly effective. Why don't we just look at everyone else first? Curmudgeon, lower relationships and second wind, plus damage. Nervous, meltdown chance and +1 speed. Round start, a chance of getting stressed. Martyr, lower stress on death's door. Sprained wrist, lower damage. We gotta remove that at some point. And Daredevil, better damage, but combat start vulnerability. Not a 10 out of 10. Whoa, don't you have some? Gain when hit if low speed. Oh, but gain on miss strength. That's what, well, no, that never actually was used at all, was it? I guess we don't need the Man-at-Arms. We could have the rogue, the highwayman, Harrison, have the, the Sparkle Ball, aka Space Ball, because he's also going to be doing a lot of Ripostes. And then we could give this on the Man-at-Arms, and then maybe work on him getting very low speed. So we could do this, and this is actually like totally acceptable. So we want to really, funnily enough, remove early riser. It's a weird one. Anyways, what else do we have here?
What you can.
Chance to produce explosives, they stack more. Positive relationship chance,
Indeed,
whiskey,
it ever did.
inventory slots. I can't buy both, but chance to produce whiskey and explosives early, we can maybe stack a whole bunch of those types of items. Kind of like it. We'll definitely go whiskey. I clicked on it and it didn't buy it. Hold on.
Your coach must be maintained if it is to carry you where
Oh, I
you
gotta
must
click and drag. I
go.
forgot. It's been a while. I like that to start with, at least. And then let's think about the abilities here. Bolster for stress relief. That's a good one, I think. We don't really have anyone else who can really do that much stress relief. Duelist Advance I like. More we're gonna be using this constantly, and it gives an extra riposte. Indiscriminate Science could have also been a good one, but I don't think we need to do that quite yet. All right. When moving, a chance for lower speed as well. You know, it's not like we have a jester to move the back line, but our damage dealers, our raw damage dealers, are going to be the front line. Let's grab the weird crocodilian here. Wrong inventory slot. We'll give that a go. We do have whiskey. Everyone's relationships should be normal. Correct. No one is going to have a positive or negative relationship. We can roll that for one biome. I don't think we need to worry about, buying whiskey or worrying about the cards because we have a curmudgeon. I would love to be able to actually remove one of our, probably buy that too. One of our quirks, but there's no opportunity to do that here, unfortunately. Let's check out where we're going. I forgot to look at the routes.
Rain, fire, and rock.
Highwayman trinket.
Is there
Melee
no
skills have a better
sanctuary
crit.
from this
Open vein is
madness?
more lead dealt. Gain on hit. Gain on hit ranged skills +1 stress 25%. What chapter is this? Is this hard mode? I mean, this is chapter 3. I'm not doing any flames yet because I want to check out the new changes to the chapter 3 boss. Maybe go through chapter 4 and 5 again because they were a lot of fun. At least the boss fights were. And then after that, maybe we could try to do, I forget what it's called. Whatever the darkest torch is. No stagecoach items. -10% death's door resist. Flame drain, avoid the field hospital, get candles. I want to have stagecoach items so we can do the sprawl, and we can probably even fight the boss here. The boss here should be pretty easy for us to take out, all things considered.
Ash on the wind.
I do think we want the explosives magazine as well. It costs a lot of our triangles, but let's stack it early.
An improvement.
I'm gonna get a food item for our very, very weak Plague Doctor. It's only 6 HP, but it might matter. And then I'm gonna buy Pocket Light, because we're gonna need it. Combat item, lower burn resist. We're never gonna be able to burn the boss, unfortunately, but that should be fine. One target. Add to it random. Contraption. It's not an explosive. There's also no burn resist here, unfortunately, but it's okay. I think we'll just go. We'll go in. Disease resist. We'll put it on you. Minus move resist. Add stun. I don't have that many combat items, unfortunately. I have neutralizing powders. So maybe we can buy, like, a couple dazzlers, and then we'll go. Put these on you. These on you. You can have the flight resist, and you have nothing, unfortunately. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. The Sprawl. You ready to go? I am. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna have any relationships, but that's okay. You know, I forget what this lair boss's trophy is, but I believe it is something related to burn. If we can make our burn girl burn a little bit more, why not?
Cities of man.
And I see,
Ruined
I see
and
2
aflame.
hero shrines followed by a lair. I think that's pretty much perfect. Lots of loathing, unfortunately, so we'll just go left here, and we'll do the combat and ignore the loathing. Do
It
insistence?
is low indeed.
Do assistance
Its
encounters
profit in
not reduce
destruction.
loathing? I guess not. All right, let's see how this works. You are not going to get the value of your boots, but you will still get the value of gain on miss strength. In theory. So there's riposte, there's our dodge. We're gonna do a retribution. He only has 1 block token. If we upgrade retribution, it would give him more. And then I think, honestly, we just give... He's got a crit. I think we just give one of these units like a fire starter. Because if they're constantly riposting, then we want them to apply fire, right? Siga says that's something I don't like. The boss that gives fire build stuff counters the fire build. I don't mind that personally, because in my mind, you've got to earn it. You know, you can't just use something that's already strong against him to get it even stronger. You take in fire, which is weak against him, and then you can make it even stronger. I kind of like that, actually, but maybe I'm just weird like that. Target HP minus 50%. We're not going to be doing that for a while. Also, I attacked the wrong unit because, unfortunately, I've got a point-blank shot this guy. We got another crit, too. That's a really nice trinket. Seems like we're getting a lot of value from it.
A calculated generosity. What a welcome.
And I love
one,
fighting these guys.
nonetheless.
We can just cauterize right before the end of the battle.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze
Healing
the
given
trail to
lower
your
damage. We
redemption.
could put that on any one of our units that heal. But it's not super important. We could very easily put that on our Plague Doctor, for instance. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Her raw physical damage is not... Oh, we're gonna miss those. Her raw physical damage is not something that we care about too much. I mean, we're definitely gonna be fighting here. Relationships are gonna go in the crapper, but in theory, we can get a lot of whiskey. That's what I'm hoping for. So the block token countered out the vulnerability token that he got. In this situation, everything is so resistant that her piercing actually matters. As such, I feel like maybe we want to do like a controlled burn, just to inflict a little bit of DOT and maybe more. Copious amounts of alcohol. Alcohol solves all problems. That's what I'm talking about. -1 speed for 1 battle. I mean, if he gets down to 0 speed or 2 speed, then we get the value of, he's dead by the way, we get the value of getting a dodge token every time he moves, which is kind of nice.
Lethality
We crit the
writ
dodge unit.
large.
So he's already dead, it's just gonna take a while.
incremental.
Searing lunge, a little bit of fire damage.
deadly
I'm
all the
surprised.
same.
Well, I'm not surprised, but she does have a 50% resistance to it. We can slow him down, but this seems like the wrong turn for it. We should have done this on the last turn, but we riposted on the last turn, so I think we'll just do a couple of crushes. If I can kill the ghoul, maybe we can reduce a little bit of stress, or rather not gain the stress.
Agony by accumulation.
How did I lose stress from that? Did I crit the riposte that dodged? I feel like something happened there I wasn't paying attention to. You're already dead. Oh my god, you're gonna be dead too. Alcatraz, welcome. Back to good old DD2, eh? I did take a couple of days off. You know, we played some, dodge. We played some Noita, we played some Vagante. Really, I'm just like, I only have like 3 more days of Darkest Dungeon going up on YouTube. I need more. So we're gonna play some here. And Jojo404, welcome. How you doing today? Hello. Wait a minute. No, you do not have Death's Door resist, so everyone is dead. Let's just buff people. Maybe try to toss out some heals. Maybe try to make relationships a little bit better. Like, hey, would you like a heal? Well, yeah, would you like a heal? Oh, no positive relationship bonus on that one, unfortunately. You can try for the kill. I mean, it's a guaranteed crit. You might as well try for the kill, right? A good ambush is all preparation. I watched a little bit of early access Darkest Dungeon 2 content the other day, and my god, I can tell now what people are saying when they're talking about the old way of handling the party quirks and the interactions and the relationships, because in one like round of combat you would get like 8 relationship barks. Aha, thank you. Aha, no, you're suspicious. And it's just so annoying. Turn start if high speed plus crit. Dude, we have so many things for our burn lady. If only she was, you know, good in this biome. Because we can give her, instead of apply on hit, +1 burn dealt, and then on top of that, the duration dealt. I will say, turn start guaranteed dodge token I think is a little bit better, but we could give her dodges and crits and then not worry about the durations or anything like that. But for now, it doesn't matter. We don't really get either one. So let's go for the +1 dealt over the apply on hit. If we get her speed up to 8, maybe we'll equip this, but we don't need it for now. Minor Protectorate, I'm just gonna dump immediately because, let's be honest, our inventory fills up so goddamn much anyways. Like, actually fills up. Bum. Also, in regards to, you know, Segas Jr. playing a little bit of Returnal and liking Returnal, I was actually thinking about Killing Floor the other day. I kind of want to play some more of that at some point. So if anyone's interested, just let me know. Resisted your own fire damage. Might as well, right? Well, because if we do it like this, we don't get the value of her trinkets on the fire starter, and we also don't get the value of the 1 tick of damage at the start of their turn. So
On to the next.
it's kind of interesting.
A slow dissection.
You know, probably would have been better just to have her inflict her own burn, because this 2 burn damage, I don't think is ever actually gonna apply. +6 damage, +6 damage. Also, we should be not... He's dead. So you know what? We should be not killing the front position enemy. We should specifically be leaving them so we can get the point blank shot. We might even want to have the highwaymen start 1 extra turn back But if he's at the
One
very
less
back, he does have a
obstacle
lower
in our
damage.
path.
But that's only for the lunge, and the lunge is not critical for damage.
An unexpected find.
Wolf's Blood head trinket thing. We could use that to enable some of the items that we have, in particular on the Runaway. We could give her 8 speed, and then she would get crits or dodge tokens, which I gotta admit is actually not that bad of an idea. Where was it? It's a minus a little bit of health, but if we do this and then give her the dodge instead of the +1 fire damage dealt, then she's getting a dodge token every turn. If we're gonna be fighting that lair boss, dodge token every turn is worth 10% health probably, so that doesn't seem too bad, does it? As long as she never moves and lowers her own speed. Can't believe your speed is freaking 4. What we would actually like is those combat stimulant combat items, because they buff speed. So we could use that to artificially buff speed in a fight, especially if we do get shuffled and we lose our own speed. And then we can take that and just
By confronting the past, we learn
give
to
ourselves our
face
own
the
buffs.
future.
So who do we want to level up? I'm gonna say the Highwayman. It's been a while.
Chapter 2. Laying Low. Harried by a pursuing garrison, he took refuge in the fetid canals of the city. Concealment took its toll, and soon he began to see himself in the furtive, scurrying pests that formed an unfortunate portion of his meager diet. Freedom, once so fondly imagined, had become a vortex of degradation.
You know, I don't think it's Fetor. I think it's Fetor. Open Vein. There's Open Vein. Melee attack that bleeds. 2 or 4 when comboed. Probably 4 and 6 when comboed when upgraded. Completely forgot about the fact that the Highwayman is a bleed unit, but you have to get the abilities and perks in order to make it a bleed unit.
Liberation is exhausted.
Otherwise, he doesn't
Your
do any bleeding.
instincts.
Well, I picked up some combat items a minute ago. What was that? Burn Salve. It seems like a very good one to have equipped. Let's put that on you, because you've got nothing. Harrison says he has a gun. Yes, he does. Oh! Oh, right. I was a little surprised there for a second. I was like, what the hell's happening? Yeah, it's just a video game. Doing video things. Oh, not getting that one. That time I was holding right, and the horse decided not to do anything. All
Past, if we are ever to be free of it.
right, do it again.
Chapter 3. One last job. He was sick and starving, and in desperation, offered his expertise to an unscrupulous malefactor. Shackled once more to an unsavory task by an advance of gold, he lined his belly, girded himself, and prepared for one final heist.
Oh my god, we're approaching Darkest Dungeon 13 faster than I thought. Highway robbery requires target have positive token. Remove 2 positive tokens. Ignores dodge. This is one that I've heard is actually like a top tier choice. A meal wasn't all I was starved for. He was starved for action or love. On upgrade, it steals 2 positive tokens. That's really nice. You know, maybe if the enemy has a whole bunch of big block tokens, you'd rather steal those than just punch through it. Or if they have dodge, you can steal the dodge. If they have crits, you can steal the crits. If they have ripostes, you can steal the ripostes. That's pretty good. Although I think it does get way better on upgrade, because instead of destroying them, you're stealing them. Connie, welcome. Hey, it's that game. It's your favorite game, isn't it? Yeah, we can fight the layer boss. It's going to be very stressful, but we can do it.
The upcoming obstruction.
Do it. I am going to do it. I think with a whole bunch of ripostes, it's actually not going to be like very detrimental. I think we're just going to riposte, and then he's going to constantly do the AOE attack into us. The only thing worse than the food is your company. Or vice versa, I can't quite remember. So you need to have low speed. Our torchlight is at 60, so you will get the speed bonus. Sorry, you're gonna get the block bonus, and you're gonna get the block bonus from this as well, when moving and when hit. If you miss, you'll get the strength token, which means that if you taunt and then get hit with the blindness, that could give you strength. That's very good. You're gonna get a random positive every turn. You're gonna apply random garbage every time you hit him, and you're gonna be riposting. Your burn doesn't matter, but this gives you stealth. This gives you enough speed that you can use that, and this gives you nothing. This gives you crit on combo. I feel like we need to give the alchemist something else. Can't use those at all. Hey, whiskey bottle, by the way. If target has stun plus 50% damage, it's never gonna happen. If armor item is equipped or weapon item is equipped. Do we have armor? We got the boots. I think that's the only armor we have. I could give you a little bit more damage. Because I don't think these are actually gonna be working at all. So I think we actually just give you 20% damage from weapons, which is almost meaningless with your plague grenade, but you know, it's something. Because the other trinkets don't really do anything, do they? All right. We got bread. Let me make sure everyone has combat items as well. Well, we have everything that we can get, so we're fine. Dun, 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 dun. Connie says, at least on the roguelite front, right? Oh, yeah. Your favorite game of the roguelite lights? I'm curious about the non-roguelite category.
With it, the remains of philosophy, reason, and insight.
Yeah, let's just... Well, what did I give you now? Apply on hit burn. You got a dodge token. Just give me a... Give me damage. 6? Really? Oh, because we got the activation of apply on hit. Beautiful. Let's buff up.
Stupendous.
I guess we could use one light. Taking 9 damage, you're already dead. We could use one light, which would allow a... Did he not get the strength token? Or the block token? We would still have the... What I'm saying is that we'll still have the low light level. It's got to be below 75%. How did you... Oh, only 66% of the time you get the block token. That makes sense. Okay, I get it. I get it. All right, you are gonna die before you can do anything. You're gonna die before you can do anything. You're gonna die before you can do anything. We'll bolster next turn, and then everyone's gonna be just peachy. And we can use one light. 67 is totally fine, because he still has 2 speed. And then I will just remove your burn.
Extinguished.
I want to bolster. I want to remove that 1 stress, because he's already dead. We should be able to. thought smoke screen moved you back, but I guess I'm really just thinking of the jester, aren't I? Like, don't kill him. Yeah, hit the corpses. Because that's 2 stress down, which is pretty good. And then you can just get the KO.
A simple variable.
And we'll
Easily
advance.
resolved.
Now, the Highwayman admittedly is going to be in an awkward position for the final fight, but with the riposte, he should still be okay, even if he is at the back. I'm not that worried. Shaman and Whipper. You probably want to start on the Shaman, I would have to guess. Resisted the burn. Eyes closed, maybe a blind. I mean, he's got the trinket of if he misses, he will get better. Hate that our man-at-arms is so slow. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I did that to myself. Good crit. It applied weakness, combo, and immobilization on that one riposte. You love to see it. Calibrating sensor. Oh! Oh, he got hit. I thought it was on move, even though he resisted the move, but no, it's just on hit, which is totally fine. Let's toss up a retribution. After the next point blank shot, he will hopefully get another block token. The one problem with him, though, of course, is that he is very weak to all of the burn happening. He doesn't have the resists for it. You know, in theory, Plague Grenade gets the kill on both of these units, so I think we will, that applies combo. So let's use the combo.
The fiend's strength.
And then apply a combo. Weak, immobilize, 7 HP. Oh. Now, unfortunately, this guy's gonna live because the Plague Grenade's not gonna hit him, but we'll still kill the backline. This guy's on death's door. Let's get him KO'd, or we can get him KO'd or get the frontline KO'd, but because this guy has 2 actions, I'd rather kill him. You have Cauterizing Medicine to handle it for now. Well, Cauterize doesn't work on burn, unfortunately. Only bleed. But yeah, we do have the multiple healing options from the Plague Doctor.
A lesson taught is a lesson.
We're not going to have the
learned.
opportunity to bolster, unfortunately. We're going to be going into the next with 5. But I think we should definitely do it. Trinket, +3 flame, -2 flame duration. Very interesting. Location scouting, route scouting as the trophy. That is incredible early. Increase stacking for food, pretty good. Remove negative quirk, pretty good. Yeah, we'll advance. With the riposte, this guy's not gonna live for very long. Every other turn we can put up 4 ripostes.
The conflagration must be stopped.
Of course, he's immune to burn, which is the horrible thing, but we can also just use, this is why I bought the Dazzlers, by the way. Oh, stun! Stun and blind, it's the best. Around. Trying to think what we do here. I guess literally just physical damage. When he moves up, we can blind him. Don't use the Glimmer of Hope, just use Plague Grenades. We're not gonna blight books. You know what we could do? We could take aim and then Duelist Advance for a guaranteed crit, but actually, whatever, we can still do it. Let's do it like this. It's not gonna be wonderful. Dun dun. Yeah, Retribution. Alternate Retribution, bolster probably. Moving the books is a winning strat. There's so few things that can, see, you gotta push the books. There's so few abilities that can push. A lot of characters have pulls, including the Runaway. Her Ransack is a pull. But as far as pushes go, I think the only thing is the Leper? Does anyone else in this game have a push? I guess, I don't have it, but is Disorienting Blast a shuffle? Which maybe means we could hit a book and then shuffle it around? That's the only thing I can think of. Man-at-Arms has a push? You know, I guess you're right. In my head, I was thinking it wouldn't work because it couldn't hit the third position, but as soon as he moves up, you can start knocking the books behind him, so that is a viable. And it moves him forward. Yeah, that could have been a good one to take for the fight, Rampart. Keep pushing the books back behind him, and then he has to waste turns, I think. That could have worked, yeah. And in fact, it would have been the right course of action, for sure. So we're just gonna keep dodging and keep critting. Now that we've lost that third position, we can hit him a little bit more reliably, but it's still not fantastic.
Well done.
Sparkle Ball added vulnerability, and then he dodged. Check out some bolsters.
Steady yourself.
That's unfortunate. We can remove that burn, though. In fact, the Plague Doctor is not going to do it. Oh, don't kill her. The Plague Doctor might do it now that she's freaking dying, but we have, someone has, yeah, burn salve. Little unfortunate there. Debuff lower speed, added vulnerability. I don't really want to take that vulnerability, but what the hell else are we gonna do? I guess she can move forward constantly so that he can keep getting the, oh, and you know what? No, this is what we do. Smoke screen. We still have Retribution active, but we probably want to keep it active. A Defend is also very good here, I think. Kind of want him to, you know, hit me more.
Extinguished at last.
I hate to say it, but like I think I have to move back. In fact, we should move back to the very back. That way we have more opportunities to riposte. I think that worked pretty well. We got big heals that we can do now too, but let's just do a, you know, I think we just gotta hit him. We put up the guard. We have a lot of tokens for this early in the game, I feel.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks
Gain
in the
strength because we
beyond.
missed on the blind. It's more of a problem on you, so I will, but we don't need to use the burn salve. We will do list advance. Honey says, guard working with indiscriminate science is kind of fun. It is a positive token after all. So you're just gonna apply on crit burn, You're just gonna move forward. Everyone gets strength, and then you also get us in a position where we have a better opportunity to activate those ripostes. Admittedly, we're not quite doing as much damage as I would like, but we're getting there slowly. Or burn. I'd like to stop him before he can break the last, you know, bit of book. I don't know if we can. It's a lot of burn damage, Jesus. Okay, more combo, more blind. We have a couple of turns before the books break. Dude, we gotta hit him with the guaranteed blight damage on this turn. As little as it is, I think. We just Riposted, we could bellow, we could bolster, we could defend. Starting to realize he doesn't do as much of that good AoE damage. I'm taking aim because we have a strength bonus. I want to get really big damage out of this. That doesn't count apparently for a riposte, unfortunately. Gets rid of the dodge. He's not gonna burn, unfortunately. We have one more turn to kill him. Stress is also gonna be a little bit of a problem. We kind of figured going into this that we were gonna have issues. She's gonna live with 1 HP right now. I do think we toss out a heal. We've got a lot of good damage in the back line. We just need this guy to actually hit the right units for it to work. So you need the heal next turn. Maybe even this turn. Meltdowns are the best stress heals. You're not wrong. Should have done that earlier, I suppose. Let's do a duelist advance. We lost the crit bonus. Maybe we crit with it. I don't know. I feel like maybe it didn't last as long as I was kind of hoping it would, but at least the Highwayman has such good token right now. So he's gonna burn the books and then start AoEing everyone. So we could very easily die here. To the extent that I am, certainly scared. Could heal for 28, but you're burning. This is the beginning of the end. He's gonna heal. And then we're gonna have our AoEs. We did not have as much backline damage as I thought, and really a lot of that is just, that sucks. And that sucks even more. A lot of that was just because we didn't quite have the, oh no. Yes, door. We didn't have as much backline damage because we couldn't apply fire. The fire wasn't working at all. So that's a double death blow. This is pretty much over.
She can run no further.
We did get a resolute though, so we will survive this fight and then we'll try to push on, but with only 2 units. On only ripostes, it's not that good. Yeah, the Plague Doctor's blight damage was not as high as I was hoping for, and we gotta go for the kill, of course. We weren't getting as many ripostes as I thought we would. I guess I thought this guy did more AoEs, but he really doesn't.
A consequence.
Also, Smokestack doesn't trigger the riposte. There were a couple of problems with this. That Resolute feels like an even bigger middle finger than the deaths. For me, that Resolute is basically like, well, now you have to try to make it work. Now you have to keep going. You can't leave now. What are you talking about? We got a lot of things. I don't think we need the burn damage trinkets anymore, unfortunately. So why don't we just dump all of those? Dun 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 dun. Plus 4 speed until the next end. Stacking food. We can keep those, I think. We can probably dump this. And let's dump this. Let's dump this. And let's dump this. And that seems pretty good. All right. Yeah, it could have gone a lot better. Could have gone a lot better. Didn't quite have the heals that we needed. If we had more heals, yeah, maybe. Because we couldn't use Cauterize. Only had Battlefield Medicine. I could have used Indiscriminate Science more, but I really wanted the damage out because we weren't doing enough. Yeah.
Smirking betrays a malign madness.
Hello, Hoarder. Do you have anything good? Crit, burn resist. Not particularly impressive. Traps. Chance to produce restoratives. That's actually a really, really good one. I'm also thinking, we have something. Combat start if relics over 100 heal. We can get that. We can get that literally next combat for the Highwayman if we want. We'll definitely take produce restoratives. And then maybe we can spend a little bit on those and a little bit on these, and then don't buy anything else. It's our map. Dude, if we can get a couple of hero shrines out of this, and we only have one combat remaining, I would be very happy. I would be very much accepting. Right, hitting the wrong buttons here. We don't need neutralizing powders, just dump those. Equip the light, we're gonna need that. Equip the healing salve, we have no other healing. Get rid of this. All right. Everyone's like, go to the, who knows what it is? No. If I can do a run and die and get 3 hero shrines, I can die happy. There's our pet. Connie says, I really hope they bring back Reynald with a holy fire theme. This game desperately needs another burn character. Kinda does, doesn't it? There's only the runaway.
Chapter 4. Highway robbery.
Getting through a cultist with Ripostes might work. Unfortunately, probably not. We won't be able to hit the back line, and if it's altars, they're just gonna constantly heal and worship. If it is the cherubs, they're gonna destroy all my tokens, right? Vestal and PDF burn? Yeah, it's not reliable for sure.
The stagecoach arrived, and he set himself to the business of bloodshed and robbery.
Oh, we know what this is. Treasury Guard, Stagecoach. Duelist Advance. Wicked Slice. Aimed Blast. We can only do it from the front, into the bushes, hides us, I think. So we have to advance forward. Oh, it gives you stealth. And we have to hit the coach with the aimed blast. It's the only thing that can land. So, start there. I should have looked at the turn order, but... What's our health? 42. I wonder how much this guy does. We could kill him, but there's probably gonna be an infinite number of enemies. So I think I'm just gonna shoot the stagecoach. Yeah, reinforcements. I don't know why that guy looked very sad. Yeah, good job. So this is an interesting one. I like this though. Here's my thinking. Into the bushes. Why? Because one of them gets a turn. He wastes it. We can kill the other one, get into position to shoot the cart, and then we also get a dodge token out of it. I don't know, that seems like a little bit big brain. We don't actually get ripostes. But as long as we pay attention to turn order, we can just, kill one of them every other turn. In fact, if we just shoot the stagecoach, we should be able to do it. Ah, that's not a guaranteed kill. So we're gonna rinse and repeat here. I don't think we need to use Wicked Slice because it's not the guaranteed kill that we're looking for. Protect yourself. Ah! We have to kill one per turn. I did not look at the kill or the turn order correctly, but I get it. So I need to kill you so that we get reinforcements. Yeah, I need to kill you so we get reinforcements. Scipio Scion, welcome. Hey Abe, happy I could catch Darkest Dungeon. Kaka. If you use a grave robber, I'd like to be one. I'll give you a grave robber, but we, well, I guess it depends on who shows up at the inn and if we make it that far, I mean, if we just shoot the stagecoach, we can kill it. It does have a cooldown, unfortunately. And Big Sopt, welcome as well. Thank you very much for the resubscription. Kaka. I'm waiting for the block token to expire, kind of. So 1 to 2 more of those. Yeah, they don't do that much damage. Unfortunately, oh, it did expire. Yeah, Wicked Slice, because it's not a guaranteed kill, if you can move back, it is worth it. He can still be killed, though. There we go.
He fulfilled his obligations with exceptional lethality. But his grim satisfaction would prove short-lived.
I won't spoil it. Grape Shot Blast, damage 2 to 4, crit 5%, it hits both of the front line. Doesn't seem that good. Let's see what it does upgraded, of course. Grape Shot Blast. Upgraded 4 to 6 damage, 10% chance of a crit. That doesn't seem that amazing. You can use it from the back, which I guess is nice. Open Vein is 3 to 6 bleed, not 4 to 6. Highway Robbery is Steel Tooth positive tokens. What's everyone's items? Apply on hit, turn end. When moving, gain when hit, low speed, you have low speed. All right, that seems good to me. Dude, our Torchlight is 37. Jesus. Ranged AoE and necessary to enable the ranged path. I guess you have no other way of hitting the front line in that case, which that makes sense. Excuse me. If there's no other way to ranged attack the front line, that's what you're gonna have to do. Hey, it's a fair fight. Why is that minus 15? Debuff. No? Maybe don't get beat debuff next time. Token, 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 token. Just get all the freaking tokens in the world. Calibrating sensors.
On to the next.
Good riposte, and then we can do a little bit more light, which means we can swap out the inventory item for something else. Other Berserk says, "What did I miss? Why are there only 2 people?" This is hard mode.
The one pleasant in the extreme. This
We're going
work
for
is
the
noble
2-man squad here.
and necessary.
One target. Add stealth, plus 2 speed. Party, burn. You know what? That seems like a good one. Hard mode liar. What, you're telling me this isn't hard mode? I'm dead. It just goes to show that the, well, luckily he regened a different, regen for 10! God damn. At least it just goes to show that the strategy of not going to the early fights is probably still true. Don't go to the early fights. Oh my god, there's so many freaking crits coming out. I guess just start it, Sparkle Ball him. You know what, the Sparkle Ball working on that was pretty cool. I can hit this guy every other turn. Let's start there. Let's get more of these up. I mean, as long as we keep moving back and forth, eventually we'll get enough damage to one-shot everything, right? can't believe we got an action here. We'll do it. Unfortunate crit, and he does not have the resists necessary. Yo, oh my god. Dude, I think I'm realizing something. You can only recrit once per attack. That's why we were doing no damage to the, it's not my fault, it's the game's fault. I think I figured it out. Because in Darkest Dungeon 1, if you had 2 ripostes on 2 characters and they both got hit via like a big AoE attack from the enemy, both would riposte. That doesn't happen here. We only get 1 riposte, which means having a party of riposte characters doesn't work. That boss, every time he did the AoE, we only got half damage, probably less than half damage, because we had, well, maybe probably half damage, but I kept having crits on this guy. I wasn't getting the crits out of it. That's why, because you only get 1 riposte on an AoE attack. That makes, it doesn't actually make any sense, but it explains a lot, because we have been having a bit of a hard time doing damage. That's why. Gotcha. I mean, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Connie says I've never noticed that. We had 3 ripostes. We got hit with a double hit attack. The man-at-arms were posted. We still had 3 ripostes on the highwayman. We're not getting all of the ripostes out. It's hard to see the animations, and that's why I wasn't focusing on the animations. But again, in Darkest Dungeon 1, if 2 characters were posted, you would see them both in the animation attack. I'm only seeing the man-at-arms attack out of this. We might see it again. Let's try to pay attention. 2 ripostes, 3 ripostes. Well, I mean, this is a buff. We're not gonna see it here, but let's try to pay attention to it. Okay, well that's a 1 hit, but again, let's try to pay attention to it later. If it happens, when it happens.
A breakthrough.
We might live through this, by the way, which is kind of hilarious. Oh, it's a freaking heal. Can this guy, like, literally not act? He literally cannot hit me. Or something. He can't do enfeebling miasma? I don't know. He's wasting his turn every turn, which I think is kind of funny. Well, here's what I like. This is a heal, and it's also a Death's Door trigger. It's not a Death's Door trigger, but it is a weakness. We still gotta hit him a little bit. 1 riposte. Yep. Only the highwayman riposted because he was in the front. There you go. So we figured it out. That explains, now you're doing it. Oh, because your ability was on cooldown, so you couldn't spam it. You bastard. We can still kill him. Forced invalid? Oh, because I can't hit the taunt. Well, that's just really annoying. Guess we'll take aim. We gotta go for the kill, of course. Yeah. Interesting, weird. We figured it out for sure. He just literally can't do anything. I love that.
Master stroke.
Also, hilariously, this isn't that bad because the point blank shot sets up the heal for the man-at-arms.
Cleared with impunity.
Now, we're still gonna be pretty much on Death's Door, so we're gonna have to do guarding at some point. And we gotta hit the back line somehow, but we'll get there. Yeah, you're not gonna be on Death's Door, you're gonna have 1 HP, would you look at that? Also, okay, so Retribution, I guess we don't need to guard if we just Retribute, but the Highwayman's gonna be on 1 HP. This guy still has taunts up. I presume next turn we can point blank shot, but it's probably going to be forced invalid again, because he's still going to be alive and he's taunting so much, so I think we just shoot him. Bolster a bit. I guess we should probably bolster once. Like, we can still put up taunts and guards, and we don't have to wait for the, we don't have to wait for that body to disintegrate. Good crit, nice. Okay, he's very weak. We might get stressed out just because if we can't kill this thing, it's gonna explode, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe, you know what, set up a bellow? We might be able to move before they do. Mother effer picked up taunt, right? Because it's at the beginning of every turn and it skips the altar. God damn it. And it healed to full. I can't kill it. I need you to attack into him so I can get the riposte crit, I think. Okay. I mean, I don't know what that does for me. Stop. Have we soft locked the game? I don't know, I only have one unit who can actually attack him. Hopefully we move first and we can just point blank shot.
Lethality.
But he lived and he's gonna probably explode. Oh, but we dodged it, perfect. Darnunu, welcome, how are you doing today? So, Highwayman Man-at-Arms is enough to handle a floor. But we learned why this synergy does not work, because you only riposte once instead of twice. We've been doing this entire floor with what feels like half damage, with 2 units alive, and we were still able to make it work, but only barely. The ripostes are strong, but they're not as good as I thought they were due to that little weakness. It's kind of funny though, if you think about it. Nunu says, I'm okay, and you? I'm a little annoyed at Darkest Dungeon right now. I'll tell you, Dare Nunu, since you just got here. I brought along a Man-at-Arms with Retribution and a Highwayman with Duelist Advance. First of all, that one comedian, thank you very much for the resubscription. Kaka, I don't know how many years, but the content still holds too many more. Thank you very much, and welcome back. So I brought along a Highwayman with Duelist Advance for riposte, a Man-at-Arms with Retribution for riposte, and I fought the first layer boss, thinking, oh, he does a lot of AoE attacks, we can riposte and do a lot of damage. But if you have 2 ripostes active, only one of them goes off. So we did the entirety of that first layer boss with basically half damage. So the game has not been kind, and I did not realize that that's how ripostes worked, which I think is kind of stupid. Maybe it could be abused too much, but it feels like it's actually a bug. It feels like it should work on both ripostes, but it's not. But now that I know that, I know not to rely on that for my damage, which is just kind of a little frustrating, but oh well.
The fire is lit.
It means on that fight, you really don't want to have ripostes. Same thing probably for the Tangle boss, the general, the sleeping general. Because he only attacks once per turn, you can't really stop, like, you can't force him to hit 2 units and then get 2 ripostes. It doesn't work, so. Yeah, this build does not work correctly. I see that we have a Hellion. We also have a Vestal, oh good. I mean, this solves the healing problem and the damage problem, so I can't complain too much, but this is certainly not what I was hoping for. I want to check out the travel log. What did they get? Round start, 5% chance block or a... Excuse me. Big block token. Slugger. Apply on hit. Stun. Melee skills better crit chance. That's actually, like, pretty good. If we're constantly riposting, we're applying a lot of status effects in theory. And then we also got Cadaver Fearing and Doom Sayer. Well, remove negative quirk. Yeah, do it here. Sprained wrist removed. We like to see it. We need some serious relationship goals. Yeah, they went through a lot. They don't need the relationship buffs. Everyone else does, though. So let's start whiskeying. Actually, let's see if there's any party whiskey buffs.
Remind us of a time before the end.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Wow, is there no whiskey? There's small whiskey, but no big whiskey? No, the songbook. That'll do it. That'll do it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Mellowphobic, but a song for a friend? Come closer. Pacifist, gain on attack, book burner. These are wanderers, so they don't have any like special benefits, unfortunately. Book burner, photomaniac. If flame is high, round start, 20% chance of a dodge. That's really good. That's really good. Just gonna like unequip all the. Oh right, you can't freaking. Red hook. Make me have infinite inventory on this screen so I can do whatever I want. Please, for the love of God, let me unequip things on the screen. I'm at the inn. Surely there's a shelf I can utilize. Please.
The means of
We have seven.
mastery.
We have 7 mastery tokens. It would be really painful if you could only add 1 to the roster at each instance phage. I like that it fills it out. Only adding 1 to the roster would, however, I think be more interesting, and then maybe, you know, pay for the bounty hunter to fill in the 4th slot. I feel like it would be interesting to only add 1 character because you would have to go through 1 more region to get the 4th one. I think that would be really fun.
Every road
Yes, we're going
a
slows.
winding torment. Every turn.
We've got a lot of stuff
bent
to
on our
equip.
destruction.
Infinite scouting is good. We do not have enough money to buy anything, really. This would be nice, but I can't get any more triangles, so we're just gonna repair.
Planning and mindfulness, as vital to survival
Any
as
more
sharpened steel.
relationship boosting things? Dartboard is a little expensive. We'll buy the whiskey,
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
and we do need people to be more friendly. Like this. Good. That's 9, okay. You can be more friendly with anybody. +1. I would pay for another +1, especially if it comes with lower stress. It's super expensive, but I'm gonna do it. There you go, they're at 9. So we have 1 negative, only 1 unfriendly after all of that. That's not that bad. Jojo says Guildhall coming in clutch. I think it fills, but each hero can only appear once. Correct. Like if we will never get the runaway again because they're dead in this universe. Junia and Boudica. I do have to give people names. Scipio Science said that they really wanted the grave robber. Unfortunately, there's not a grave robber, so this is going to be Darnunu instead. Darnunu, the Vestal, and then Boudica. That one, Comid. That one cometh. That one comet? I mean, that kind of works. There, 1 comedian, and we can just say, you know, that 1 comedian over there. Old Guild Hall gives 3 mastery tokens. Nope, heal to 50%, -1 stress. I didn't see any 3 mastery tokens. I think it's just because we did a lot of combat, funnily enough. We got a lot of trinkets. Let's do trinket sorting here. You're gonna be in the 3rd position. You're gonna be in, Man-at-Arms, I guess, could be in the back because of the retribution. So he's gonna be in the 3rd position. What's your speed? 4? Oh, right, early riser. What does it say? Equip trinket. I know. Thank you. Get that fucking. Target has combo 10% crit. Turn start if speed is high. Could be the Highwayman later. Do we have in items? We do. I'm gonna give you the bread. We're gonna hold on to some cheese. I'm also gonna give you speed, which allows, this I'm just gonna dump, which allows me to give you Snappy Swig. And then I'm also going to give you Sparkle Ball. I want you to be attacking a lot. Nautical Compass, turn end, get buffs. I'm gonna give this to the Hellion. Target has combo more crit, why not? And her being stealthed is totally fine. And her crit is not terrible. If any enemy has stealth gain, sorry, if any enemy has daze gain debuff resist, just put that there. Although, you know what, we have a dark impulse, let's see. When moving, add positive tokens. Every turn get an extra action or take 1 damage. Every turn, an extra action or 1 damage. That's not bad. Like, that's what gets me. This would have been nice to have on that fight, by the way. We got a lot of burn stacking. And when moved by an enemy, remove all positive tokens. When moving. I mean, we could put this on, like, if we have the Hellion and the Highwayman up front, we can kind of like alternate positions on them. You know, we could roll a bleed Hellion as well. Put her in like the 3rd position. Just constantly do like, if it bleeds, you know what? If it bleeds toe to toe, we can keep like moving her and the Highwayman forward. Howling End as well. I think that could work. And then the Man-at-Arms can be in the 3rd position. He can Retribution, Defend, Bellow, Bolster. You can't Crush. That's okay. Oh God, excuse me. Yeah, I think that could work. He's probably not going to be moving that much. So what do we want him to have? We can give him better bleed resist and then can't be bled or blighted or lit on fire. Just like, hey, he's going to guard and he can't be dotted. Toe-to-toe immobilizes, doesn't it? It does, but what I'm thinking is toe-to-toe can be used to set up ripostes that doesn't require a point-blank shot to reset the position of for the Highwayman. And when moved by an enemy, remove all positive tokens, gain 1 stress. When moving, add a positive token. When moved by an ally, add a positive token. That's just so, like, interesting. And on the Hellion, like, we could stack up a lot of positive tokens in theory. but if ever we get moved, that would not be ideal. What do we give you? I haven't forgotten about you. Equip this, equip, yeah, sure, you have 2 speed. I'm actually surprised that you're that slow. Do we have any other, like, low speed related trinkets? Didn't we have one? Gain when moving. You're probably not gonna move all that much. We have a lot of inventory space, we can probably take our time. This is taking time, but I'm figuring out how the party is going to function. So bear with me. Remove negative quirk. 100% we should buy those.
The rigors of the road.
We removed Gaunt Slayer, but we removed Mellophobic. She's a very basic Vestal right now. All right, upgrades. I have not done this yet. Retribution, give blocks. I need take aim to give another crit to make it really worthwhile. A better heal is quite lovely, and then I also really like the Divine Comfort. I also do like Ministrations, but Judgment is a damaging ability that you have, or I'll upgrade that one. Hellion. Toe-to-toe removes Winded. Res piercing when target is comboed. We could maybe roll a Bleed Hellion. I have to do this. Remove dodge, remove stealth. We need Judgment, Divine Grace, Divine Comfort. I like Ministrations. Sanctuary. That means you guard. This is offensive buffs, this is defensive buffs. Mantra is a heal on a consecration target. Let's do consecration and administration on this one. Although, if we're fighting swines, let's do illumination. Administration, sure. And then Hellion, we need to do the Hellion as well. Where's she gonna fit? I think she should be in the front, I do. I think she should be in the front. We might turn her into a Bleed Hellion though. Adrenaline Rush, Iron Swan. It's a good heal for you. If we upgrade toe-to-toe, we can remove Winded, but we don't really need to worry about that too much. Howling End is pretty darn good damage. Moves you back. I mean, we can alternate. Well, we can't alternate point-blank shots. We almost can. Remove stealth. And wins yourself. And applies weakness. Give you a Wicked Hack. Give you a if it bleeds and a toe-to-toe. And then I will upgrade, oh, wrong unit, or wrong screen. I will upgrade your Iron Swan. And your If It Bleeds. There we go. All right, I think we're good enough to at least do the next location, and then we can figure out where we're going from there. Everyone has enough health. We have enough inventory, we can hold everything that we find. I don't see the reason in just using that right now. Let's go.